Singapore, we have some of the best audience, but also some of the worst audience.
The first song and second song, people are just like,
Oh my god,
I'm like,
so mean.
Were you treated differently in school?
everyone in the school was like, oh, you got eliminated. Woo.
Do you feel like you had a childhood? Like you
It's the Anchor power bank. It's like damn good, yeah. You see got 2 charging ports. I never lied to your one. I never lied to your.
I need
Can
that
see the
power bank.
So you're done with the grilled cheese, it's time to pop it into the air fryer.
I chose this because it is clear and there's light inside, so you can actually see what's going on. 4 minutes each side. Let's go. Booms. Air fryer. Steamy.
Hot.
Moist.
This is the new Konica steamer and it's a portable steamer, so you can bring it when you travel. You can even put it on the table and it's
Steamy. If only I can shop directly on Shopee from YouTube. You do know you can shop directly on Shopee from YouTube, right?
Were you talking to me?
yes, you, Jonathan Paul, JP.
What?
Shop now on YouTube Shopping by clicking on the product tag and automatically get a 30% discount voucher in your Shopee wallet for that item.
Or use our code right here to get 30% off any Shopee shop. But remember, you have to click through the product tags on YouTube.
YouTube Shopping is now live in Singapore. Shopee deals just one click away. So from jamming to Coldplay at home,
Wow.
to having her face on a billboard right smack in the middle of New York's Times Square, with millions of streams on Spotify, she's a singer, actress, host, entrepreneur. Woo! Please welcome all the way from Cimahi.
Cimahi.
Cimahi, damn it, I tried.
It's okay.
From Cimahi, Indonesia. Please welcome Shakira Jasmine. Welcome.
There was something I learned that almost all Indonesian friends that I know, right, all believe in this one product. If you're sick or whatever, right, they all use it. It's tolak angin.
Yes.
Oh, tolak angin.
Yes,
yeah.
tolak angin.
It's like apparently a miracle like drug. Like
It's the medicine for everyone.
whenever you're not feeling
Yeah,
well for
yeah.
anything, just take it.
Yeah.
And you feel better.
Like fever.
Fever, sore throat, everything.
And joining us today as well from one of the most, if not probably the most famous band and to come out of Singapore.
Absolutely.
He's the co-founder of a record label as well. Arguably the more handsome and successful Jonathan Chua. Please welcome Jonathan Chua.
Not arguable lah, for sure.
No.
Shout out to the other Jonathan Chua.
You're only here today because he's not.
Yes.
Before that, can we establish to the audience like how do you guys actually know each other?
I actually work for a Swedish company right now. Yeah, so I handle the region in terms of like overseeing a lot of music production and albums. So
Okay.
I work with Shakira's label and company, and then I actually met her a couple of months ago. Then she had a writing session with some of the producers that we brought down from Sweden. That song actually came out yesterday, so you can check it out. It's called Room for Someone. It's an
Room for
amazing
Someone.
song. Yeah, and then recently also we had another camp, and then we wrote a song together as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday was your first time in Singapore
Yes.
performing.
Yeah.
So what was the experience like?
I'm scared at first because the first song and second song, people are just like,
Oh my god.
I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do?
Sounds like Singaporeans.
Right. It's
Yeah.
different in Indonesia. People were like, very expressive and everything. And then they were like, okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm just gonna making jokes and everything. I started teasing them. The vibe is like shifting. And then third song, maybe fourth song, people started like putting out their flashlight. So I was like, okay, I win them hard. Yeah, okay.
So I have to say one thing, and this is an observation, purely my observation, right? I spent a lot of time in the Philippines, in Thailand, in Indonesia, understanding their music markets as well. And Singapore, I have to say, right, we have some of the best audience, but also some of the worst audience in the same audience.
Message spectrum.
Yeah, Singapore audience, we can be very judgy. Especially to new acts. As long as you don't know who they are, we can be really judgy. But once you kind of get won over, you really can you can become a fan for life kind of situation.
Based on my show yesterday, I feel like it's a good start for me to really see how it's going. Maybe now Singapore, what country next, or something like that. Yeah, I feel like it's a good start.
I think you've had a very interesting background growing up with parents who are in media in some sense. And from a very early age, you've already participated in reality shows
Yes.
and been so exposed, right?
Correct.
Can you share a little bit about what their journey was like?
So my dad was a musician. My mom was a traditional dancer. Because I grew up watching like my dad playing music and stuff. We listened to Coldplay a lot. We listened to Queen a lot. When I was 3, we were in the car listening to music, and then I jumped into harmonies. And my dad was like,
3 years old.
You just knew how to harmonize.
My son is almost 3 and he can barely string a sentence together.
My mom named me Shakira because she wanted me to be a singer.
Like Shakira.
Shakira.
Right.
Okay.
I manifested this moment, you know? Yeah, I love Ariana Grande, right? And I love how her stage presence and everything. And I want to be like her someday. I want to have the audience like that. Yeah, of course. Like all the progress and everything, I always enjoying the process. And like, thankfully, I have a good team with me. So yeah. So I joined the singing competition in like 2013, La Academia Junior, Indonesia. And then 3 years after that, I joined The Voice Kids. I think I was 14.
Wow.
I joined Musica in 2018.
From a very early age, being so exposed to the media, what was that experience like?
I was having a hard time because back in 2016 when I joined The Voice Kids, my dad passed away.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm grieving. Of course I'm grieving. And 3 days after my dad passed away, I had to sing for battle rounds. And then fortunately I won the battle rounds. But then like one of the judges asked like, I heard that your dad passed out, blah, 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 in a TV show. And I was like, no, don't ask that.
During this whole period, were you treated differently in school?
When I was in 6th grade, that's when I first joined the first singing competition and I got eliminated. And everyone in the school was like, oh, you got eliminated. Woo. Yeah, something like that. They're like judging me from the very first performance.
Do you feel like you had a childhood? Or do you feel like you had to grow up fast?
I have to grow up fast. I feel like, I don't know, my mom said that I am more mature than people like my age. So I'm the backbone of the family since I was 14. Like I make money for my mom, for my family and everything.
Well, what about your relationship with your mom? You work with her as well?
So we have a group, 2 of us. That's where we talk about work and everything. And then we have personal chat. My mom is my mamager.
Actually, that's really smart.
Yeah.
I never thought of doing anything like that.
But you just keep 2 separate. It's with the exact same people, but you just keep it completely separate.
Yeah, like one is just for work and one is just, hey, what are you doing for dinner? You know?
Yeah.
But sometimes she pushed me too hard. Mom, you pushed me too hard.
She knows it.
Endorsement and everything. You have to make video. Come on. The client is waiting. Revise. Come
That's
on.
the job of a
Because I do
Mumager.
all the editings by myself. All the storyline, like the video, the creative part.
Yeah.
I do all that by myself. And my mom was like, just like, do it. Send me the draft. Post at 7 today. Okay? Post at 7 tonight. I'm like, okay, mom.
You already hear about how like the industry is so difficult to like find success, and yet people still do it because of passion. Like it's incredible.
It's incredible.
The amount of resilience you need to have just to go through it.
It's a long journey. I joined my label, but I haven't found my true colors, my true genre. So I did some religious music. I did a song for Asian Games, like very motivative singing, and then there's a lot of variety. Like, there's a lot of
Shakira
genre.
also got to do before.
World Cup.
So it's the same track. You're on the right track. The same track.
Yeah, just don't marry a footballer and then you're good.
Yeah.
I did a collaboration with Noah also, Korean version of their song.
She can speak a little bit of
Yeah, I
Korean.
can speak Korean.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just a little though.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Actually, being an artist there are so many aspects to it, right? Because I mean, let's say you're also a songwriter, then you start with that, then you also maybe need to perform it, and then you need to maybe know how to produce it. I don't know. And then when it goes to like being able to perform on stage and all that, right? Like, do you have to learn to be comfortable with all aspects of it?
I was in a band, it's different.
Yeah, it's
You know?
different.
There are times where I can just switch off. I've actually
like Jenny.
No, it's true. So we have a like, you see, going for as a solo artist, that's why I have so much respect for solo artists, because I can never do it. You know, like it's like you have to do every single aspect of it. Like I've been on radio, like a Malaysian radio station. We were doing a morning interview. I think it was like 6:15 in the morning, and then we had a show the night before, and then 4 of us were there. So we said, okay, this radio interview, the girls you all take, okay? So the 2 girls were talking, and then Ben and I were sitting in the corner, and then we were just like slowly dozing off, and we actually fell asleep on live radio. Because it was radio, there's no video. But then now all the radio have video, so you can't do that anymore. But back then, like 10 years ago, you could. You know, like I could be on this podcast and I could be like sleeping, you know. So that's the advantage of being in a band. And you're never alone. You know, you're always traveling with people. So I think you have different people carrying different loads.
Yeah.
You know, but as a solo artist, like you have to do everything on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why I thought it was really amazing when I first met Shakira, because I felt like, you know, your songwriting skills like Ben like that, you know, your singing ability a little bit like Sandra like that. Then you got that girliness that Narelle has also. And then you still got the acumen, you know, so like it's easier to do it as a band when you have different characters coming together. But when you're a solo artist, you have to be able to carry every single load. And it's a lot to carry, you know, and to do it with a smile on your face and to genuinely love it. I think that's something that's really respectable. And I don't think Shakira told you, like, she's 22 years old. So,
Yeah.
She's so young.
yeah. We're so much older than her. We're a whole zodiac cycle older. You know?
When I see Singaporean artists pursue music, I see them trying to make it bigger, right, and expand out of Singapore because the Singapore market is somewhat smaller. So they switch to maybe Mandarin or Malay and then they expand into those markets, right? Why is it that she has now come to Singapore to perform?
That one you have to ask the label. You don't have to ask me. But I think we're very fortunate that people actually want to come to Singapore to perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's such a small market. Like I mean, okay, take Spotify as a benchmark, right?
Yeah.
Singaporeans, Singapore artists, at least back then with the Sam Willows, right? When we hit 1 million streams, right? After 6 months, right? We celebrate like it is the biggest achievement in the world.
It is big though.
Yeah, it is big, right? But
is.
in Indonesia, the first weekend they get 1 million already. So
fast.
Yeah, to them it's like, 1 million only? You know? Yeah, it's different. The expectation is very different. You know?
I think it's the same on YouTube numbers also, right? Like I think the population is crazy because it's like we have 6, 7, 8 million here and versus 200, 300 million in Indonesia.
What's the local support like in Indonesia?
Oh, we have a lot of local support, of course, and we have a lot of different genres in Indonesia, and people are like enjoying Indonesian music. I feel like Indonesian music is going up.
They don't call it local music. They just call it music.
Yeah.
You know, for us, like we have to really label it. You know, some local food. Some local content creators. But I think the more you say it, the more it kind of works against you. Sometimes also I'm like, no need to say so much. You know, just do only.
Yeah, John literally burst out laughing when
That's right. I was like, why you react like that?
So like one thing I'm very curious, you guys like early in the podcast talked about how you guys are writing songs together. What does that process actually look like?
I get to channel my inner 21-year-old girl. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. He was so good. Okay, what makes it easier is because I just broke up last night. So I broke up the
Last
night.
night?
No, not last night. I just broke up the night before we write the song.
Huge fuel.
Yeah, material.
Yeah, he was asking, what's the mood today? I just broke up last night. Okay. You wanna make it sassy or you wanna make it like sad and like desperate and like, okay, let's make it sassy.
Yeah, that session we really just started from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch.
We went quite chronologically, like verse into the pre-chorus, into the chorus. Then we realized, actually the pre-chorus sounds like the chorus. Let's go back. And and then we managed to write it in a day. You know, I think that's the beauty about a lot of these songwriting sessions is like when you catch a good momentum, you just don't want to stop until it's done. Yeah. And then when it's done, you kind of know that it's done. And then like Shakira laid the vocals on the same day, and then pretty much had the demo done by the end of the day.
I watched like Taylor Swift documentary, right? Then they will just play the melody, then they'll just sing random words.
Yeah.
Do you all do that also?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So you don't have the final lyric
Yeah,
yet.
they
It's
just
No.
gibberish.
Yeah, in fact, probably now we still don't have the final lyric. It might still change. You know?
Okay. Yeah, it's so fun. I think there's a lot of appreciation now for the music like production process. I think because there's a lot of like shots or reels now that is being put out.
Yeah.
I think who was it? Benny Blanco, I think.
Yeah,
he did a
he
lot of
talks-
podcasts.
yeah.
And he talks about how like Maroon 5 hasn't written a new song in like the last 10 years. But then
And
he's
it's
basically-
fine. I think labels back then used to try to gatekeep the creative process.
Right.
But I think right now in this day and age, especially with the way that social media is, it's actually fun to share the process.
Yeah.
You know, because even if you share the process, people cannot just copy host. And even if they want to, then by all means.
And people want to feel close with the artist as well. And people loves organic things like, you know, like something accident happened and they're just, okay, they're gonna love it.
The music scene today, I'm guessing it looks very different because the play might be different in terms of promoting your music as well. How much of that is factored in? Are they optimizing it, for example, for like a TikTok dance?
I have 2 accounts. One is for beauty and fashion. One is for my music. It's easier for me to like promote my song because like I have from the very first time I wrote the song, I know like this part is gonna be like, oh, this is the TikTok moment. This is the part. Yeah.
What? Is there a formula to it though?
Yeah, I don't think there's a formula, but when you know it, you know it.
If we tell you, we'll have to kill you.
Y'all go to Instagram, you watch his covers. You can
No.
Okay,
but I think that's quite interesting because like there's this science part to the music industry that I think a lot of people don't see. Like I think I've heard before, like Post Malone mentioned that early in his music career, what he used to do was to optimize his first 30 seconds for hooks. Because Spotify was like, people would just like discover playlists. There's this whole like Netflix story also of how like they actually greenlit House of Cards was because they saw that all their viewers liked Kevin Spacey at that time. And then they like political dramas, they like David Fincher. And so then they put all this together and then made House of Cards. So I'm wondering like, does the label go like, okay, we got data point from all of this. I think you need to make one song that has all these data points, or like actually it's feel.
I feel like when it comes to feel and gut feeling, it's basically almost like predicting the data.
Okay.
So I think there's also a correlation there. Like why is a hit song, or why is a song so popular? Why does everybody love Apatu?
Apatu.
But there is definitely a formula behind it. But I think when you actually write or you actually want to promote it, I think the most important thing to promote a song is that you have to push it to the right audience and people just have to love it. Like when people like it, people will tell their friends about it. Like there's only so many ads and so many billboards and so many like stuff that you can do to shove it down people's throats, but you have to write something that people can connect to, or you can write something that like, even if it's not for everybody, it's for that specific group or that specific community, then they have to be able to, it needs to reach them. I think the most important thing needs to reach them and then find different ways to engage them.
Do you feel like as an artist today, there's a pressure to also be a content creator? Because like albums take years sometimes, right? So you constantly need to be top of mind.
Yes. As an artist, you have to be a content creator for your own music, for your own sake. I swear. You can't just be like this mysterious artist who's like, no, not in this generation, I feel like.
But what is something cringe that you do?
Something a lot. I made a Singlish video accent.
Oi!
I mean, an accent Singlish
So you
video.
think you can speak English to us right now?
No. I can't.
See, that's our
Really, man? Try late.
You're so pretty, leh.
You seem like super busy. Like you have to sing, right? Content creation. And we also saw that you had your own businesses.
Yeah.
Like you're an entrepreneur.
This
Like
charms.
Wow.
Like where do you find the time? Like how is your day like?
Can't find the time. I'm also acting as well, right? So in Indonesia, tomorrow is actually shooting day for me. Back in Indonesia.
So you fly back immediately.
Shooting. Go to set.
And how long is that usually?
Usually it takes a month. Yeah. It's called Sugar Baby for some reason. The title is Sugar Baby. Is it okay if I say that?
Yeah.
The title is Sugar Baby.
Will you explain to us what the sugar
what's
baby?
the
I have no
premise?
idea what that is.
So you date someone who has a wife like that.
So are you the main role of the sugar baby?
It's 3 of us. So the babies, me and 2 of my friends. So I've tried so many characters, right? I've tried to be a Javanese character. Like in a horror movie, I tried to be like this really flirty character. But in this like Sugar Baby, I have to be flirty to someone who's older than me, of course. One of the hardest part was like I have to act like I'm drunk.
Right.
If you want to act like you're drunk, you have to really act like you don't want everyone to see that you're drunk.
Yeah, because people say like some people overact.
If you over, I'm so drunk. But then it's really bad. But if you try not to drunk, it'll come off like naturally.
In real life, if you're drunk, you will try not to make it seem like you're drunk.
It's very easy to act drunk. You just...
That was really good. You should join Sugar Baby.
Yeah, you should ask your director to call me. I can act drunk.
Okay, act drunk now.
That's why the acting.
That's why I'm not an actor, guys. Leave the acting to Ben King,
Yeah.
So it's really funny. So I've watched a few Indonesian movies just to understand the culture. And then I realized that the plot of the 3 movies that I've watched is the same plot. It's the same exact plot. So it's always husband meets wife, and then husband cheats on wife with wife's sister or wife's friend or wife something. See, even the editor's nodding his head like, yeah, that's the Indonesian movies. Yeah, and then everything everything comes like full circle, and then probably some of them repent or some of them get forgiven. Sometimes you don't get forgiven, but the plot is quite similar. And I realized that actually it's quite addictive. Yeah, like you know how like Taiwanese shows they like to show, or Japanese shows they like to show like high school, you know, the bullies and all of that. Yeah, but Indonesian movies to me it's like wow, you really you can feel it. You know, it's like wow, I so feel for this woman. You know, like you go girl. You know, like divorce is ass. You know, then the soundtrack is where all the love songs come. And I was like, now I get it. Yeah.
But there's a lot of Indonesian movies that it's out on Netflix and everything. Not only that kind of story, like we have actions and really good action movie and
but
then
those
horror
that I'm
movie.
interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to introduce like our audience to Indonesian cinema, what are the top 3 movies
Top
that
3,
everybody have to
We
watch?
letterbox this 4.
Okay.
4.
There's an Indonesian movie called Possessive.
Possessive.
Okay.
It's possessive,
Yeah.
but in Indonesia it's possessive.
Sounds like horror.
No, it's
The boy is very
boy is very
possessive.
You already told me the story.
Yeah, then he cheated on her.
Okay.
Possessive, and then I feel like Bumi Manusia is really good too. Bumi Manusia.
The land of people.
It's the story about like back in the days where Indonesia were
Colonies.
Colonized,
Yeah.
colonized. With
We also understand the feeling.
Okay.
Was it about the
it's like I don't know.
Then
What is it?
come on, you all know like the colonization.
Colonization. Yeah. By the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where that's where the
setting
the
was.
setting was, and then like there's a boy and the girl in love, but the girl no cheating. No cheating. Okay, number 2, The Shadow Strays.
The Shadow
Shadow
Strays.
Strays. It's an action
Shadow
movie.
Strays. It's an action movie. It's it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good. It's
And
really
the
good.
number 1
And the number 1.
Indonesian movie that you must watch.
Right now.
Sugar babies.
Sugar babies.
Okay, so that's the top 4.
I wanted to ask, like, because you, from an early age, you're already in a spotlight, right? Like, how does that affect your relationships or how you meet people? Because you say you dated before, right?
So growing up, I was an extroverted person, of course. But now I'm more introvert. Most of my friends, they're more awkward sometimes because maybe they're not used to meet people at a very young age. And I feel like I'm thankful that I'm privileged to meet a lot of people, characters from a very young age. So yeah, back when I'm in school, I don't really hang out.
Is it hard to date?
Oh, I'm one of that person that's not very fortunate in dating experience. Like, yeah, I got cheated. Twice.
But that's why she writes such good heartbreak songs.
Yeah, which song should we listen
Her
to?
demise is.
I don't get it. Like, I'm really lovable, you know. Like, why? Why did you cheat on me? Like,
But
why?
is it like, so for example, like Korean music industry, right? They are very wary of like any dating rumors coming out. Like, is it the same for like Indonesian market, or is it like more chill?
Sometimes the fans just ship us like, you look good with this, and then they make videos of like us, like combining the video that's completely different video.
Yeah.
Like,
When that happens, do you ever go to the other artist and go, hey, actually, like, should we just like use this for marketing?
yeah.
What you doing?
Hey, what you doing?
So I'm very curious, right? Like when you write, like say for an international audience, or maybe you're writing for yourself, but when you do choose to write in English, is it considering, okay, this is for an international audience, when actually K-pop has shown that actually language maybe doesn't matter as much?
Language doesn't matter only if it's Korean.
Okay. Is it
Because K-pop is that big.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to get the same rules for, let's say, another language.
Another language.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
Yeah. But amongst sectional countries, it might be different.
In Indonesia, we have Javanese song that's like so big and top 3 Javanese and like Sundanese songs, Ambon songs. It's like English songs. So actually, language doesn't matter in Indonesia. But I gotta be honest though, for me, it's easier to write in English.
Oh.
In Indonesia, yeah, because like every time I mumble's like no, I don't know what I don't know what it's like it's easier to like find the melodies in English.
Yeah.
And in Indonesia, the same as like an Indonesian song. Like
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So like it's easier for me to write in English.
But when you think, are you thinking in English?
Depends.
How is switches?
So are you thinking in
Switching.
English right now or are you thinking in Bahasa right now?
In English.
Okay, there we go.
Interesting.
Can y'all think in Mandarin or
No, I think in English, then if I have to speak Mandarin, right, I have to
translate, right?
my
Then sometimes the brain will jam a bit, right? It's like, how do I say this in Mandarin?
No, so my mother tongue is Bahasa Malaysia because I grew up in Malaysia.
Right,
and so
right.
then when I have to speak Chinese, I'm translating like
3 times.
sometimes- sometimes the wrong word. Instead of saying in Chinese, I say in Malay, and then everyone just goes,
Same.
what? Yeah, so
Yeah.
that happens to me way too many times.
It's okay. I speak. I feel like I speak 4 languages.
What?
So when I speak, like there's a lot of like options. You know. Like, what in Indonesia? Maybe I want to say this, but this is in English. It's it's really easy. Javanese, Sundanese, Korean. It's like all you know. Like I have to. It's really easy.
So what does the
T1.
trajectory or the process look like? Like say you start writing and then you put out songs already, and then you have like you're working with like a label or something like that, right? Then what happens from there?
Actually, I always joke about it. Just put out the music, then see how. If you ask anybody and they tell you, oh, we have this 5-year plan, it's all nonsense. Right? There's no such thing as a 5-year plan. Right? It's all nonsense. It's just believe in the music, have people believe in the music, and listen and genuinely enjoy it. You know, when people support your music, they genuinely will. You know, like even if they don't do it super actively, they don't post about it every single day. But like, oh, Shakira has a new song, let me hear it. Like, hey, actually not bad. I like this song. You know, maybe down the road a year's time, oh, Shakira doing a show at say Capital Singapore. Hey, John, can get ticket or not? You know, then it's like that kind of situation. Like, you know, I think at the end of the day, connecting with the audience, especially in other countries, and the road just started for her. I feel, you know, even though she's been doing this for a long time, you know, but like age-wise, she's still a lot younger, you know, and then like the sky's the limit. Really do whatever she wants. I think for me as someone that's working with her, you know, like I'm just excited to see what she does for the next few years, you know. And I think Singapore is also a very unique place for music consumption because we're no longer CMIO. I think the O that number has increased already. You know, you got Thai Singaporeans, Filipino Singaporeans, Indonesian Singaporeans, you know, and it's also finding a home and finding a level of like where the Singapore culture is for them as well. So I think Singapore is a very nice place because, you know, we are that regional hub. We identify as that regional hub, but you know, I think it's also a good place to have different cultures come in and find their place here as well.
Yeah, and I think for the both of you have very unique perspectives towards pursuing a music career, right? A career in music. Like what, I don't know, what advice would you have for people who are interested in pursuing a career in music?
It's easy, but I think it is quite hard.
It is. But
I think it all boils down to 3 things. You first have to manifest it. Like, you know, what Shakira says. You really have to just really, really manifest it. I think you have to be a good person.
Yeah.
You know, I think that having good energy and being a good person, you know, it really helps down the line. And then the last one, you just have to work on your craft. You know, and whatever that craft may be, you know, you really have to put your heart and soul into it. And, you know, people would really identify with that. And if you got those 3 values, you're pretty much set.
And it's okay to fail and start over.
Yeah.
I feel like we still have much time. We still have more time to fail. I want to fail. Like I failed so many times until like maybe okay, this is where I learned something from the failure. You know, we need to experience that failures first.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
And now you put out songs free, you know?
Yeah, it's free. It's 0 cost.
is it free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
Go on to Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, technically it's free.
It's free.
It's revenue share model, but I mean, it's
If you have a friend,
Technical details.
I kills it for everybody. You have to go through like a publisher and then you
no, if you have a friend who can make music, or if you have a friend, a producer or something,
So call
just
John.
call him. Just
put it on
yeah.
YouTube so it's free. Just don't get whitelisted. I mean, it's a whole technicality, you know, but in essence, it's free. You know?
But terms and conditions.
Yeah, it's like SG60 vouchers, you know? It's the same thing, you know? Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having us.
Please check out Shakira's latest song,
Room for Someone.
Yeah. And check out her socials. Please support if you can. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yay!
Look out for Sugar Baby.
Sugar Baby.
Sugar Baby, October. Sugar Baby, October.
And it's time for Painting of the Episode! And today's artwork is by the artist Darren Ho, who has Down syndrome, and this painting is called Tales of Blue.
He uses his favorite flowers, which are peonies, across the entire art piece. The way that he uses blue and white really evokes a sense of tranquility and calm. Check out Shaping Hearts this year at our Tampines Hub from the 13th to the 28th of September from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
To check out more artworks and learn more about our artists, click the link in the description box below.
Oh, there's a video of me on YouTube that's really embarrassing. So my voice cracked.
Oh.
Like cracked, completely cracked. Because
But
this
this
song
is
was really hard. The song was listened by Beyonce.
I see.
So like it's like, I am on a crossroad, I'm not hurt.
How do you recover from that?
I tried. I want to cry. I was 13, guys.
Yeah, you were singing Beyonce. I was like eating a country eraser, at 13 just to prove that you can do it,
Okay, hold on.
I think there's a song there though.
So I came from a school where people were very unnecessarily competitive. So I don't know whether you remember back then there would be these crunchy erasers. So like if you win the other guy and he flips over, you win his eraser.
Yeah, that's what we all understand.
So far so good.
That's what we know.
As 13-year-old boys, sometimes you want to raise the stakes. Right? It's like gambling at the casino. It's like sometimes you want to all in. So you say, okay, if I beat you, you must eat the eraser.
Oh my god!
Can relate, right? Some of you are like, no!
You're like boys school. Common boys school.
The testosterone in you will be like, I'm so good at flipping erasers, I'm gonna definitely win. Then you just lose. Then if you lose, then you gotta man up, right? So you gotta put the eraser in your mouth and at least attempt a few bites, until you realize that you can't actually swallow it.
So
because
what
it's
did it
not.
taste like?
So what countries
It's just
has
an
it eaten?
eraser. Indonesia. No.
Singapore.